How do you find a home to rent in Victoria? I get asked this question all the time because the rental market here is brutal and it's unlikely to change anytime soon. As a realtor, my business is primarily based on helping people buy and sell homes, but I do like to keep close tabs on what's happening with the rental market because there is a direct correlation between real estate prices and rental rates. The average one-bedroom condo is now over $2,000 a month, and a two-bedroom will cost you over $2,800. My name is Ira Wiley. In this video, I'll give you a few strategies and resources that you can use in this crazy competitive market to find a rental home. And then at the end, I'll give you some tips on how to avoid rental scams, which unfortunately are very prevalent here in Victoria. I'll link every resource I talk about below this video. And I would also love to hear your feedback. If you had any success finding a rental, let me know what worked for you, what was a waste of time. So please leave a comment below. And as always, remember to hit subscribe so I can keep making more videos like this in the future. So the traditional way to find a rental is to use the big websites such as Use Victoria, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and PadMapper. I also like the reports on rentals.ca that show the monthly average rents in Victoria versus other Canadian cities. Then there's smaller, more niche websites such as UVic Housing, Camosun Rentals, and others. Another place to look is the individual property management websites such as Brown Brothers, Duttons, and Devon Properties. There are also numerous Facebook groups for rentals. If there's a phone number in an ad, always call that rather than email. And email is too easy to ignore or it could get lost in a sea of applicants. Unfortunately, on these websites, for new listing, your application could be one of dozens or even hundreds that landlords receive. You'll have to be checking all these sites for new listings constantly, and it really is a numbers game if eventually you do get lucky. If you get a reply or a meeting, be prepared to respond as fast as possible and have everything such as references and a cover letter ready to go, since that landlord likely also responded to several other candidates. The second strategy is to be more proactive and post a wanted ad. You can do it on many of these sites, in particular the Facebook groups, or ask a friend who lives in the neighborhood to post on Nextdoor. Having someone else post on your behalf will also create some social proof and credibility for you. Not only does this show potential landlords that you are a serious candidate, but it can save them from sifting through hundreds of emails. It can be overwhelming for some of these landlords to receive so many inquiries, so a wanted ad really saves them a lot of time. Again, it's going to be a numbers game and you have to be consistently trying on multiple channels, but being proactive will help you stand out and appeal to good landlords. I looked on Reddit for some more tips, and one I thought was interesting was to check the postings after 9 p.m. at night, as a landlord posting their listing late night might reply to you right away, or at least you'll be first in inbox the next morning. Another tip was to go to the management companies in person and talk to the front desk and create a rapport with the receptionist just in case any opportunities pop up and they can send your way. And finally, there were a lot of posts about rental scams. A tight rental market is the perfect place for scammers to operate since people are desperate for housing right now. Watch out for any listings that are too good to be true. They probably are. If the photos look like they were taken from a real estate listing or an Airbnb listing, that could be a red flag it's a fake. Another red flag is if the landlord's out of the country. This sometimes indicates a scam. Always view the apartment in person to verify it actually exists before you send them any money. Reputable landlords won't ask for a reservation or holding fee. There are also scams where people rent an Airbnb and then have prospective tenants come by in person. They write up a fake tenancy agreement on the spot, and then they take the first month's rent and damage deposit. If you get vibes it could be an Airbnb scam like this, ask for some documentation from the landlord to show that they actually own the property. We have a major housing supply shortage in Victoria, and it seems like there's no relief in sight for tenants as the rental rates keep rising as well. I would like to hear what your experiences have been in this rental market, and if you have any creative ways to find a rental that you could share. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.